Hi, I'm Jasmine.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Josh.
We're here to show you a few simple steps you can take to start an apprenticeship and begin your career pathway in the construction industry.
It may seem like an overwhelming process sometimes, but once you know what to do and who you should talk to, it's really quite simple.
Take me, for example. I'm a first-year apprentice as a plumber and a gas fitter. I finished high school last year and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I did WACE and my ATAR score was pretty good, but I knew I didn't want to go to uni. Around that time, a new house was being built on the end of my street. Every day, there were teams of people doing all kinds of stuff, and it got me thinking about doing a trade. So I did a bit of research and found a heap of information about the different trades from the CTF website. They advised me that the best step was a pre-apprenticeship, which is actually a Cert 2 qualification. Eventually, I decided plumbing was the trade for me. I didn't know this before, but plumbing is way more than just toilets and pipes. My favourite part is actually welding, especially copper. My pre-app was only 12 weeks full-time at a local training college, and it included on-site work experience too. While I was doing my pre-app, I saw a plumber's van on the building site at the end of my street, so I decided to go and ask if they had any apprenticeships going. They already had a few apprentices, but they gave me a few contacts for other plumbers they knew. I called a couple and eventually met Tony, who mostly does commercial work like shopping centres and high-rise buildings. As soon as Tony knew I was about to finish my pre-app and had a driver's licence, he agreed to employ me. He was really supportive and contacted an Australian apprenticeship support network to get the ball rolling. They talked us through my off-the-job training options and gave us information about wages and CTF support for Tony. Then, we signed the employment contract.
Hi again, I'm Jasmine, and I got my apprenticeship straight after Year 12. When I was still in high school, I knew I wanted to do something creative, but practical, you know? My parents also wanted me to finish Year 12. So in Year 10 we had a guest speaker from CTF tell us all about the different career pathways in the industry, including the creative ones. It sounded perfect for me, so in Year 11 I started a building and construction trades pathway as part of my WACE. Because it's a 2-year course, I did some general construction units that covered things like reading plans, measurements and work safety. I also did some work experience with a few different tradespeople on real construction sites. I had a great time working with a painter in Year 11, so I decided to focus on that pathway and did units specifically about painting and decorating in Year 12. By the time I finished Year 12, I knew I wanted an apprenticeship. I already had work experience with a few different painting and decorating companies. I had my driver's licence and my resume with a Cert 2 qualification. So I contacted a group training organisation. They employ apprentices and make sure you get all the worksite training you need. They even enrolled me into TAFE and organised my study blocks. And the best part is, because I did Cert 2 in high school, I might get signed off early.
Hi, Nick here. I work for a building company that specialises in renovating kitchens and bathrooms. This is my second year working with the company, and I've started a traineeship with them, doing a Cert 4 in estimating. The team I work with has to figure out how much a renovation project might cost. We have to estimate the cost of everything from demolition works to bricks and even wages for the tradespeople. I had no idea what I wanted to do in high school, and I never thought I'd be working in construction. I was always more interested in technology and gaming. But in Year 10, my careers advisor recommended the Cert 2 in building construction and business pathway because of my interest in tech. At first I really wasn't sure, but once I looked into it more, I realised there were so many career opportunities that could come out of it. In Year 11, I started the Cert 2 and loved the work experience. I got 2 days off school a week and went to a few different offices for my placements. I learned so much about construction, about teamwork, and most importantly, how good it feels to help a client build their dream home. When I finished Year 12, I applied to a few different building companies from the contacts I made during my work experience. I started as an administrative assistant and now I'm a trainee estimator, learning about finance, contracts, and how to work with clients. In the future, I hope to learn more about the 3D design software ArchiCAD and maybe even become a building designer.
Although each of us took a different path, we all had to take similar steps to get our apprenticeships.
Or a traineeship.
It's always best to talk to your school vet coordinator first, or do some research yourself with the CTF.
A pre-apprenticeship is the best place to start, so why not save yourself some time and do it while you're still in school?
Once you've chosen the apprenticeship that's right for you, you can either apply to a group training organisation
Or find a company or small business to employ you.
Or enroll to do a full-time pre-app if you finish school.
So get out there and see what career opportunities there are in the construction industry. You might be surprised by the opportunities, like I was.